Hello, and welcome to the Ant-Man channel. It is Wednesday. Actually, no, it's not. Let me refresh. I had this up yesterday. I didn't read it, so excuse me there. I was just reading it. That's why I did. I wasn't even thinking it. It's actually Thursday, believe it or not. Haha. Thursday, the 17th of October, 2013. I'm Ant-Man. And I have an article in front of me from WND.com under the column Faith. And this article is written by Joe Kovacs. WND exclusive. Dead Rabbi, the hottest evangelist on planet? Jew who saw Messiah in vision finally broadcasts message. They have like a picture of Paul from the TV miniseries, The Bible, right there. Let's see. Not since Paul of the New Testament was struck blind by the risen Jesus on the road to Damascus has a Jewish man's vision of the Messiah created such a buzz. But the story of Yitzhak Kaduri, a legendary rabbi who died at age 108, is about to take the world by storm. That's a long time for, nowadays, for someone to live 108 years old. It's pretty cool. I have a grandmother that's almost 100. I love her. She's awesome. A brand new book and video titled The Rabbi Who Found Messiah tells the story of the venerated rabbi who on the Day of Atonement in 2005 had a vision that until now has received scant attention by the global media. In the book, author Carl Gallups goes into detail concerning the startling event on that biblical holy day. As he took his seat, Rabbi Kaduri fell into a trance-like state. Mumbling lightly to himself, he shielded his eyes and bowed his head. In apparent meditation, Gallups writes, for 45 grueling minutes he remained in this condition. Several of his students, fearing the rabbi was suffering some sort of illness of spiritual attack, tried to communicate with the aged man. He remained in the trance, without uttering a word to those around him. He did not acknowledge their presence, even in the slightest manner. No one said another word to the rabbi. No one left the room. Then the old rabbi lifted his head and muttered, I have met the Messiah. So there's like a picture of him here, and he looks quite old. A collective gasp rippled through the crowd. Rabbi Kaduri gently and reverently raised his right hand, signaling the silence. The crowd hushed obediently. Kaduri continued, I have met the Messiah. He has appeared to me in a vision. He has attached his soul to a particular person in Israel. I will send this day, teaching you how to recognize the Messiah, for he shall appear soon. He must be ready for his coming, or you must be ready for his coming. Many events of awe will take place before his coming, but they will happen quickly. As the rabbi commanded everyone's undivided attention, and with all eyes in the congregation fixed on their beloved teacher, Kaduri somberly continued, I must tell you something disturbing. Well, before I read on, I'll just let you know something that if you're already dismissing this, let me just let you know something. In the Old Testament, there were a lot of prophets that God spoke through. More prophets than you would think because, there's all these books like Isaiah, Jeremiah, and then, there's the main prophets and all the minor prophets. But there was a lot of other prophets, too, that never wrote books in the Bible. So, God spoke through whoever he wanted to, I guess. And, keep your mind open to people who are renowned rabbis. They're not rabbis for no reason. They understand the Jewish traditions and the ordinances and, you know what I mean? Like, they understand all that culture that we don't, and Hebrew and all that stuff, and how different our Bible is compared to the Talmud and all that stuff, man. Their stuff is way clearer than our English. Now, they're pretty corrupt. I'll just put it that way. Our Bibles are corrupt, you guys. They're not telling us the full story in our Bibles. We have to look deeper. Look for a 1600 Bible, like a Geneva Bible or something, because those weren't tampered with until. Well, I know too much. Let's just say I know too much, and I should just shut up. No, I'm just kidding. I'll tell you. Yeah, it happened during the 1600s. The Catholic Counter-Reformation messed everything up. So, anyways, I have no specific information to give you on the following matter other than what I am about to share with you now. The Messiah has revealed to me that he will not present himself until after the death of our Prime Minister, Ariel Sharon. Gallups reports that many congregants began to stealthily wipe tears from their eyes. Others gasped their hands over their mouths. This indeed was an especially holy word brought from the adored rabbi. Everyone in attendance was aware this was a pivotal day, perhaps like none other. Would the controversial prime minister be struck with a curse? Would he die soon? Was Messiah's appearance actually just around the corner? Normalcy of Jewish life has now vanished. The long-awaited Messiah was on his way. The teacher had spoken. Gallups explains the Yom Kippur worshippers spoke only in hushed whispers as they filed out of the synagogue, but they wouldn't stay silent for long. What they had heard was too marvelous. The news was monumental, eternal. The truthfulness of it could not be in doubt. This was the word of the rabbi, and the man was revered throughout Israel. The teacher of Israel had received a holy vision. Soon the whole world would know. How could they not? Just a little more than 2 months later, events took an eerie turn as Ariel Sharon, the 11th Prime Minister of Israel, suffered a massive stroke and lapsed into a coma, a state in which he remains in today. Wow. The 24 days after Sharon's medical calamity, Rabbi Kaduri himself died after a brief bout with pneumonia. Unbelievable. How come our news doesn't tell us stuff like this? That's what I want to know. Like, this is like super important stuff to know, you guys, and they're not telling you this on TV. It's all about, hey, Obama's signing a government shutdown bill that's going to reopen the government and whatever. You know, it's like, well, cool. You know what I mean? It's kind of obvious when Obama comes out and speaks after the House had passed the bill, and then it's not even, we're not in the House, but the Senate passed the bill, and then it's not even signed in the House, and he comes out to speak and just, you could tell, I don't know about you guys, but it's obvious that these people are just like playing it's like a game show, or it's not even a game show, it's just like it's theater. It's like theater, you guys. Before his death, the rabbi had left a mysterious letter which he instructed was to be unsealed a year after his own death. When it was finally made public, the name of the Messiah whom Kaduri met after years of praying and fasting was Yehoshua, the formal name for Yeshua, or Jesus in the Greek. Kaduri's declaration is now cracking the realm of Christendom. Tim LaHaye, best-selling author of the popular Left Behind series, said, "When a much-loved Jewish rabbi dies at 108 years of age, shortly after leaving a secret message revealing the true identity of the Messiah of Israel, it is news of worldwide significance." Tim LaHaye is like some kind of like, I don't know if you guys know this, but that guy is a super creepazoid, man. And Left Behind is not even true, you guys, so don't believe that stuff. Anyways, I love you guys. Really seek Christ, because there's just so much to know. And I could talk for hours about this kind of stuff, but you guys need to go and do it for yourself. Seek Christ, repent, because hell is real, and I don't want any of you guys going there. I love you all. God bless.